Hello, Honors Pre-Calculus. Today's learning target is to graph the secant function, which I'm going to write here in blue. We know that the secant function is 1 over cosine of x. And on the paper here, you can see the cosine graph drawn in red. Well, when the cosine is 1, the secant is also 1 because the reciprocal of 1 is 1, so this point is going to be on the secant. So also this other blue point and this other blue point. So the mins and maxes are going to be the same because the reciprocal of 1 is 1 and the reciprocal of -1 is -1. So the mins and maxes are identical. Now what happens when the cosine is 0, like at pi over 2? If the cosine of pi over 2 is 0, that means the secant is 1 over 0, which is undefined. So when the graph of cosine hits the sinusoidal axes, we will have a vertical asymptote at every point for the secant graph. So we have vertical asymptotes at -3 pi over 2, -pi over 2, pi over 2, and 3 pi over 2, because that's when the cosine is 0, which makes the secant 1 over 0 or undefined. So then the question becomes, what happens in between? Well, if you were at this yellow dot, or excuse me, let me highlight this. So if you are at this yellow space, for cosine, the reciprocal of a small number is very, very big. So you're going to be way up here where I put that blue dot. Likewise, if you're here at the pink highlight, the reciprocal, again, is going to be very large. So in between the asymptotes, you're going to have U shapes. So this black graph is the secant graph. And if I were asked to draw a secant graph, I always think of a sine graph, and the next video will explain that.